Hello there, Independents. Welcome back to Independent Nightly News. So, it's a pretty interesting day today. I got up this morning and, let's start with yesterday. So, yesterday, they had the 2A rally out there in Virginia. And I did a little story about how some of the people were... It sounds like what they were doing is they were trying to call for some type of action for someone to create a problem, right? So, there's a bunch of guys with guns. They were trying to say, oh, I hope it's not another Charlottesville, and basically trying to get people to go there and create a problem so they can say, hey, look, gun people are bad. Well, guess what happened? Nothing. The cops, there was hardly any police there. There was a bunch of dudes, mostly military guys. There was, Black Guns Matter. There was a guy holding up a sign, which was my favorite, that says, it's harder to oppress minorities when they have guns. So the 2A rally was great. The 3%ers were there. A bunch of freedom-loving Americans exercising their God-given right, protected by the Constitution, were doing exactly what they needed to do. They were going out there showing Virginia that we will not stand for this. This is not okay. The reason why we have these laws to own guns and firearms is to protect ourselves from enemies, foreign and especially domestic. That means your government and people that are trying to oppress you. So, part two, today, this morning, I'm looking, and there's a lot of guys that are trying to report on the fact that they're, like AOC and a few others, were saying that it was kind of weird that there weren't very many cops there, but at another, I guess it was a riot, they're trying to say, I don't know, but there was a ton of police at this other riot, and they basically made the point. A bunch of dudes with guns don't create a problem. In fact, usually, if there's a bunch of people with guns, there's not a lot of problem. Nobody wants to get hurt. Nobody wants to take, matters into their own hands. They want to diffuse pretty much everything that happens because they do love people and they do want to see you, survive and not be hurt and have rights. Now, the other thing that I saw this morning was there was another Project Veritas thing came out. I guess Bernie Sanders, there's 3 different Project Veritas that were released over the last week. And one of them was the first one about one of Bernie Sanders' main campaign guys for, I think it was Virginia specifically. And they've been infiltrated by these guys going in wearing a wire and a small hidden camera. And they were talking about how they liked the gulags and how, well, number 3 came out today, or number 2, I can't remember what it was. I saw it this morning. And these guys, they're across the board. They're saying that the Soviet Union was great. It was a good idea, and these guys are extremists, and they're all within the Bernie Sanders campaign. These are not like low-level guys that just, pass out flyers. These are guys that put together protests and all sorts of things, and it sounds like they're very dangerous. So we should keep an eye on some of these dudes. If you come across a group of Bernie supporters or protesters, I would keep my distance. You don't know what they're capable of. And I'll try to put a link to that Project Veritas down at the bottom. You got to see the video for yourself. Don't take my word for it because it's pretty bad. What the guy was saying was kind of ridiculous. And it's it definitely goes against what I believe here as an American. And one of the things that people have been talking about is why build a wall. And I can tell you specifically, they built walls in the past to keep people in. We're trying to build a wall to keep people out. And if this country is so bad, why are so many people trying to get in? So at the same time that these guys are saying that our country is a horrible country and that we do bad things and this and that, so why are all these people from communist, socialist countries trying to come to America if it's just so bad and we need to be socialist or communist or whatever? So I'll leave it on that note. Thanks you guys for checking out Independent Nightly News. I got the rest of the podcasts uploaded. I'm going to start a new one this week. So keep an eye out, and thanks for your support.